Back at it with a brand new Black Ops 6 video, guys. And this video is how to play the new Grief mode in Black Ops 6 Zombies. So for Black Ops 6 Season 4 update, they're going to be releasing a mode called Grief. And with this new Grief mode, there's a bunch of new stuff that they added for zombies. And this video is going to be a full breakdown explaining on what Grief is. 4v4 competitive mode where two teams outwit and outlast each other. Capture zones to debuff enemies. No damage against other players. Respawns every third round. Available maps: Liberty Falls, Terminus, Citadel des Morts, The Tomb, and Shatter Vale. Restricted: Wonder Weapons and the Gobblegums. Exit strategy: Idle Eyes, Wonder Bar, Timed Out, Flavor Hex, and that's a Season 4 Gobblegum. Not seen since Black Ops 2, Grief returns to zombies. This fan favorite mode pits two teams of 4 against each other, with both sides vying to out-survive the other. As the battle lines are drawn between Sam and Director Richthofen, each team pledges their support to one of these rivals at the start of the match, subsequently receiving handler comms from one of them throughout the ensuing chaos. Now break down indirect PvP combat. The action is almost imminent as both teams drop into each other's side of Grief area within the chosen zombie map, and indirect PvP combat comes into effect. The two teams of 4 players cannot outright kill members of the enemy team, but can interact with them by body blocking or slowing them by using melee, bullet-based weapons, or projectiles. Victory conditions: the winning team is one that manages to grief their rivals into being killed or entering a down state. As long as one or more team members are upright, the match continues. Now break down the Grief Arena features. The action is constant and can get incredibly chaotic due to the proximity to your opponents and the hordes of undead encroaching on your team. Thanks to the arena being a subsection of the main zombies map, these are known as Grief Arenas. Within a Grief Arena are a variety of features. First feature, an open environment. Grief Arenas are clearly defined areas where critical doors have already been opened and the power will already have been turned on. All other door buys are inactive. Both teams spawn on opposite sides of the arena, each in a group of 4. Now break down player respawning. Any teammates that are downed, provided one or more of the team are still alive, can be revived at any time, though rival teams, undead enemies, and shock charges can hamper this action. Additionally, a wave of respawner triggers every third round, automatically reviving any eliminated teammates from both teams. Now break down join in progress. Any player not in the game can join up to round 10, has been completed as a small grace period to orient themselves before they're swarmed by zombies. Additionally, if a team has won back-to-back capture zones, join in progress is not available. Now break down essence and salvage. Unlike in standard playlists, salvage pickups in Grief are worth 100 salvage, visible to all players, and can only be picked up by the first player to grab it. Now break down zombies. Rounds will progress faster than usual, and the amount of zombies per round has increased to account for 8 players. All undead entities, except for bosses, are to be expected. If players fail to kill zombies, the round will turn. Now break down core mechanics. Arsenal, Pack-a-Punch, Mystery Box, crafting tables, perk machines, Gobblegum machine with exit strategy, Idle Eyes, Wonder Bar, Timed Out, and Flavor Hex restricted. So all those things that I just mentioned are all restricted. Armor wall buys and Dirt Wonder Fizz machines are available in Grief Arena, where they normally reside, or in new locations if they don't normally exist in this portion of their respective maps. Note, while the current Gobblegum restrictions are in place to keep matches dynamic yet balanced, additional restrictions may be made in the future as developers keep an eye on game balance similar to rank play. Now break down capture zones. Appearing at a regular Candace during a match, these are smaller areas within Grief Arena where players are restricted to stand and earn specific type of kills to trigger grief on the opposing team. Now break down Plan A, survive, Plan B, capture zones. Keep your teammate upright and focus on undead slaying for longer than your rivals is the main plan in this mode. However, there are important secondary focus you need to plan for: capturing zones and griefing your rival team. Capturing zones appear at regular intervals throughout a match, and after stepping through the glowing perimeter, you and your team can secure the zone by standing inside it and dispatching zombies. Beacon your crew into a zone to quicken the zombie slaying, and once your kill count meets the requirement, a grief is triggered on the opposition. Note that if neither team reaches the requirement within the countdown inside a capture zone, the grief is applied to both teams. What is a grief? It's a temporary debuff, penalty, or negative gameplay mechanic that you can inflict on your rival team at a capture zone. The type of grief is shown at the objective tracker within a capture zone. Here are all the possible griefs you're aiming to inflict on your foes. First, you got weapon nerf. The affected players inflict considerable reduced damage to zombie enemies. Next, we got ammo drain. All ammo-based weapons, included those stowed, receive an ammo drain with bullets or shells removed constantly while grief is active. Next, we got zombie ambush. An elite zombie is summoned, and it solely focuses its killing power on the enemy team until the entire elite or the team are defeated or the timer runs out. Next, break down weapon carousel. The rival player's weapons are randomly swapped every few seconds. Last, breaking down frozen. This grief reduces the enemy player's movement along with frost and ice coating the characters. Grief and Capture Zones also introduced new score types, including first Capture Zone Kill, awarded to a player who defeated a zombie type during a successful Capture Zone completion. Next, we got Capture Zone Win, awarded to all players on a team who successfully commanded a Capture Zone. Last, we got Capture Zone Elite Kill, awarded to a player who slays the elite spawn in the Capture Zone. Now breaking down available Grief arenas. 11 arenas coming out at launch. A total of 11 different Grief arenas are available in this mode. Here's a list along with a brief description of the points of interest within each one. First, we have Liberty Falls Arena 1, Pump and Pay, Motor Lodge, and Fuller's Liberty Lanes. Liberty Falls Arena 2, Dark Ether Church, Cemetery Hills, Terminus Arena 1, Biolab, Terminus Arena 2, Crab Island, Citadel des Morts Arena, Courtyards, Ramparts, and Entrance Hall, The Tomb Arena 1, Big Site Mausoleum, The Tomb Arena 2, Dark Ether Nexus, Chattervale Arena 1, Garden Pond Lower Terrace, Chattervale Arena 2, Upper Terrace, Shem's Hinge, and Motor Court, Chattervale Arena 3, Mansion Foyer, Overlook, East Foyer, Library, Chattervale Arena 4, West Hallways, Southwest Balcony, and Bottlery. I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. This is a full breakdown on how to play the new Grief mode in Black Ops 6 Zombies. And as you heard of what I explained, there's a bunch of information to provide you about this new mode. So there's a bunch of stuff to do in this new mode, so prepare for that. But I'll be breaking down every single thing for Black Ops 6 Season 4. Subscribe if you're new to my channel and like this video. Peace. Got a bitch that wear the pole and she got a